So, Blake, why is it that you think your parents set this meeting up for you?
They want me to see a shrink because my mom overreacts to everything.
I prefer the term psychiatrist, but you can call me Dr. Abaddon.
Whatever.
You know, I'm sensing a little resistance. Look, I don't want to ruin your life, okay? But I do need to understand how you're feeling.
How many times do I have to say it? I'm fine.
Your teachers are concerned about you. They said you've been absent quite a lot lately.
So I skipped a few classes. I'm in grade 12. By that logic, my entire graduating class should be in here.
And your parents? They're concerned as well. They think you might be depressed. Would you agree with that? Like,
What?
I asked you if you think that you're depressed.
Why? Because I can't play a dumb game anymore?
I imagine tennis was more than a game to you.
It was a stupid game my dad forced me into when I was a kid.
Is that how you really feel?
Yes.
Okay. Let's try something else. What's your earliest childhood memory? Okay. Maybe this will ring a bell. My earliest childhood memory was when I was 6 years old. It was Christmas morning, and I really wanted a new tennis racket. When I opened my present, I was so excited. It was exactly the one I wanted, the Matrix Ace Jr. with the blue and yellow rim.
So? That doesn't prove anything. It was a stupid creative writing assignment. You see what I got on it? An A. I made up some sappy story I knew the teacher would like.
I see. What if I read you from these?
How? How did you get those?
Your parents gave them to me. This was 2 weeks before the accident. Today, I beat Josh Volkov. He's the #1 ranked player under 18, and I beat him in straight sets. After the game, Dad told me he was the most proud of me he's ever been. Sounds like tennis was more than just a stupid game to you.
Alright, fine. I love tennis. But that doesn't mean I'm depressed.
I saw my doctor for the second time since the surgery today. She said I probably won't be able to play tennis anymore. I don't know how I'm going to live without it. From what I've read in these, it would sound like you're depressed. Maybe even suicidal. And I want to help you. But the only way I'm able to do that is if you're honest with me. Okay? I could just have you hospitalized, but I really don't want to do that unless I have to. The problem is, if you're not honest with me, I will have to.
Alright, fine. I guess I might be depressed. My life is so empty without tennis. Everyone treats me differently. I have no structure anymore. I don't really know what to do.
Different how?
Well, everyone just keeps asking me what I'm going to do now. And where I'm going to college since I lost my scholarship. I mean, I just don't have the answers to those questions.
Okay. Have you had any thoughts about suicide? Blake? And are these thoughts more specific or abstract?
What do you mean?
Do you have a plan on how you would do it?
Oh.
You know, every athlete experiences this at some point in their life.
Experiences what?
Having to give up the sport they love. It's just, you've had to do it sooner than most.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No, of course not. My point is, you're not alone. What you're feeling, every athlete has to go through at some point in their career.
How is that supposed to help me?
Well, you could join a support group for people experiencing the same thing as you.
Well, I would, but my high school doesn't exactly have a club for people like that. You know, since I'd be the only member.
Well, if you consider it, I could find you a group.
Uh, I guess that might actually be helpful. This whole time I've been feeling so alone. Like no one understands what I'm going through.
Talking to people who are sharing the same experience as you, I mean, it might help you cope with these changes.
Okay. I guess I could give it a shot.
Have you noticed you haven't been able to enjoy the things you used to love to do?
Well, I love to play tennis and I can't do that anymore, so I'm not really sure what you mean. Obviously, I haven't been enjoying the things I love to do because I can't fucking do them.
Okay, well, obviously, I meant the things besides tennis. Going to the movies, going to a party, I mean, doing things kids your age love to do.
Well, I never really did any of that stuff. I was always too busy. After school, my dad would pick me up, he'd bring me to the club, and I'd practice until it closed.
And that was your schedule every day, even on weekends?
Pretty much. On Fridays, we'd finish early so I could hang out with friends for a couple of hours, but I could never go to any parties or anything because my dad would always get me up early Saturday and Sunday mornings to train.
Do you ever resent how much time you spent training?
Well, I mean, sometimes I wish I could spend more time with friends instead, but when I saw the results on the court, it made it all worth it.
What about when you lost? Was it still worth it?
Yes. Losing was just a chance for me to get better. My dad always said I either won or I learned.
Wow. Your dad seems very supportive.
Yeah. He was.
Do you feel like your relationship has changed since the accident? Blake?
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like now that I can't play anymore, he doesn't even want me around.
Well, that's really hard. Have you told him how you feel?
No.
I'm sure he's struggling almost as much as you are.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, it's not only your schedule that was disrupted, his was too. And I'm sure it is not easy for him to watch you lose something that you loved so much, something that the two of you bonded over.
So that makes it okay for him to act like I don't exist? He doesn't pick me up from school anymore. He doesn't cook or seem to care what I eat. He barely even talks to me. It's like he doesn't even care that I survived the crash.
These are things that you need to talk to him about. If you'd like, I can try to set up the next appointment with the three of us.
He doesn't believe in therapy. My mom set this up. He doesn't care about me now that I can't play tennis.
Blake, I don't think that's true. It would seem like he was just as invested in your tennis career as you were. I can't see someone making the sacrifices he made for someone he didn't care about.
What sacrifices?
Didn't you say he would get up early with you on the weekends to train and spend his weeknights with you at the club?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It could be that he's suffering almost as much as you are. And it's likely that he doesn't want to talk to you because he doesn't want to make you feel any worse.
You think so?
It's possible. I think the two of you really need to talk to each other.
Okay. Guess it's worth a shot.
Okay. Okay. So, from what we've talked about today, I don't think you need to be hospitalized. But I do think you need to talk to a counselor and talk to your dad. And if you'd like, I can see about setting up the next appointment with the three of us.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming in today. It's a really big step. Blake? If you ever feel like the suicidal thoughts are too much and you're thinking of acting on them, please call me. Anytime.
to bed. It's Blake. Can we talk?